Hello everyone and welcome to the second ever episode of Brutally Honest. We're gonna be talking about the Hadrosaur series created by the infamous micro-celebrity Joanne Raptor Girl. A series about a small Hadrosaur and her misadventures. So why don't we roll back the rock to the dawn of time? Oh goddamn, that was a bad fall, Jesus. Hey! What? Who the fuck are you? Why did you just drop from the sky, you fucking bitch? What are you doing in my video? Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why the fuck? I was trying to make my fucking video and then you come here just falling from the fucking sky and jump over me, you fucking twat. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you fucking... Well, that's covered now. Oh wait, he was legit recording a video? Oh well then, let me just fix up this place. Hello everyone, I'm BroxyFan, and I'm gonna be your new hostess for this video. So, let's get right into it. Roll that intro!
Graphic design is my passion.
So, as you've noticed, this is formatted a bit differently from my previous Brutally Honest, and we'll be talking about the design and art style first. And well...
Whose dad is this? That's easy. No more Friday Night Funkin'.
Let's just say it's special. But honestly, I like it for what it is. The backgrounds are done pretty well, for the most part. It's just some of the dinosaur designs, especially the babies, have some glaring issues. Random stretching of the limbs, human-like postures, weird perspective issues, etc, etc. But overall, the designs are nice, and I especially like the different forms, which gets us to our next section, the plot. So here's everybody's favorite part of these videos, the summary of the plot. I know, settle down, and let's get started. So, the story begins with an exposition dump that tells us dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago. Don't ask me how they lived for an extra million, they didn't explain. Anyways, there were these goddesses and gods that came out of the earth and flew away. and created a whole ass planet, and then for some odd fucking reason, dinosaurs came about on this alien planet. No! Bad Soaring Target, bad! You're not even the final authority on all things carnivores. Anyways, and now we meet our main protagonist, Amber, a Hadrosaur, specifically a Parasaurolophus, who has hatched from an egg. There is also her sister. She'll be important only now and never again. Anyways, then she has fun with her parents and siblings for a few years. It's all nice and dandy and lovely. Then we see her entire herd and mother die by a fucking hurricane. Anyways, after some mourning, it skips to them traveling with their father as herd leader, and one of her siblings gets killed by a Teratophonius, and their dad scares it away. And this adds even more trauma to Amber. And next scene, we see her sleeping under the moonlight, as a stone drops near her and fuses with her. Then we skip again to when she's awake, and we see her sister getting attacked by 2 Teratophonius. Pretty stupid on their part, not gonna lie. And Amber gets so pissed, she turns into her alter ego. The stone gave her Obsidian Amber, or as I like to call it, Des Amber.
Hey!
Or if you're an unfunny, British Amber. But anyways, big fight, blah blah. She kills one of the Teratophonius, the other one runs away. Then we skip to nighttime again, where the adults of the herd discuss this and say basically, "She's evil, guys, what the hell, kick her out." And so her father does that even though she's his daughter. And then after that we get a final scene with Amber turning British again and cause she's mad. Grr. We see her live her life, and then she has a mental breakdown as Obsidian Amber. Then we see Amber trying to enjoy her meal in peace, right? But motherfuckers gotta always take advantage, so she scares them away. Then we go into her dream as the obsidian entity explains why it's there, and shows it's not a threat, and pats Amber on the head. Then Amber wakes up and goes back to sleep.
Okay.
Then we skip the daytime. I know a lot of skipping the daytime. And the T-Rex tries to eat her. She runs away. Then she gets cornered, becomes Obsidian Amber, fights the T-Rex, wins, etc, etc. And then she realizes the entity is here to protect her, and she accepts it as a part of her. Amber discovers a random herd of Gernodis just chilling. And then she talks to a young Gernodis called Mika, and they become quick friends and have lots of fun. Then 20 days later, Mika gets killed by biggest carnivore the world has ever seen. And then Amber finds out and fights the said biggest carnivore the world has ever seen. And she makes the run away. Then the Gernodis herd run in from all that noise and see Mika's dead body, and they all start mourning along with Amber. Then she runs away as soon as they start discussing the situation. Then in the morning, Amber reflects on everything that just happened. Both of these are filler, and it's just Amber feeling compassion for carnivorous mothers. The only difference is that one she helps, and the other one gets scared of her alter ego. All I have to say about these two is Amber was legit gonna assault a pregnant woman! And
What the hell? Oh my god, no way, yeah, yeah.
We start with Amber seeing a herd of Segos defending themselves from an Allosaurus. Then we cut to night where Amber is sleeping. And then a phantom Parasaurolophus called Amirs appears. And it goes inside Amber's mind. And fakes being Mika. And Amber is like, "Oh my god, you're back!" And then Mika turns into a FNAF animatronic and jump scares Amber awake.
Oh, scary! Oh, shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
Then she sees hallucinations of Mika without a head that say, "Avenge me, ooh!" And she gets even more scared. Later that day, she keeps seeing stuff that reminds her of Mika, making her run away crying. And then she vows not to sleep again for that day. During the night, she sees the and follows it to its den. And they get ready to rumble! But then Amber's weakness appears. Babies! So she calms down. After that, the mate of the appears. He's unimportant anyways. After that, the Mika apparition appears and says, "Kill." And after that, she explains that she died and goes, "Kill." Again. Amber then gets flashbacks of all the families, and the entity makes her realize that ain't Mika. And Amber goes like, "That's a family." And then
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
And then Amirs is like, "Alright, you caught Mika, but now I'ma kill you." But then the goddamn sun comes in clutch and stops the phantom. And it said some edgy shit as it disappears. Then Amber runs away from the family. And then we cut to Amber mourning for Mika. So, it begins with Amber and two Homalocephali called Mia and Stella that are just having some fun at the beach. Until tsunami leaves them stranded in the middle of the ocean. Then Amber senses a giant creature approaching them. A shadow is shown underneath them. Which then Amber dunks her head in the water and sees it's an eye. And then they get attacked by one of the creatures from the fucking One Piece opening! Which is called Balena Titano. Now, if this episode was released a bit later, it could have been Mr. I mean, Pyrrhus. Anyways, it breaks the log they were on and tries to hunt him down. Then Amber turns into Obsidian Amber and grabs her friends and tries to swim away, but the One Piece animal catches up, so Amber smacks it on the snout and it went off crying like a little baby. And they manage to escape on an island. Sometime later, one of the Homalocephali finds a log they can use to get back home. And the two start bickering over it being too far, and Amber shuts them up and devises a plan. They'll use the Totally Not Dolphins as a distraction. And we cut to the Balena Titano eating the knockoff flippers. Which after that, we cut to Amber pushing her friends back home. After that, the Baleno attacks them and breaks the log. A recycled chase scene. But this time, Amber hits it on the palate of its mouth and gets thrown out of the water. After a long ass chase scene, the dolphins fight back against the OC whale, and Amber and the co swim back to the shore. Then they say goodbye to each other. Basically, Amber has a fear of water now, and she gets a dream of reuniting with her mother, which then disappears, and it becomes a night of the goofy ASWELL, recreating the one image from Evangelion. Ooh, which I don't know what it is. Never watched it. Anyways, This makes her have a mental breakdown as her alter ego. After that, she travels around again and finds a forest full of glowing things. Ooh! And some fucking Cranosaurs that took a bit too much inspiration from the Luxpyrus from Capitandino. Anyway, she just has some fun, and after that we skip to get introduced to Surdy, the Brachiosaurus. So we start with some dinos chilling, then
裏側の
happens. Amber arrives at the scene and then we see Surdy being stuck, so Amber helps him out by turning into obsidian. And after that it's basically just Amber being a hero to everyone and they show respect towards her. And the Spino from episode 5 and the Rex from episode 2 are also there. But by the end of the episode we get teased with something breaking out of some stone. We begin 50 years ago and meet a Dilophosaurus called Claudia, who suffered a severe leg injury caused by an Allosaurus and was left to fend off by herself after her packmates fought her injury with attract predators. After several days, she succumbs to her injury and perishes. We pan out to see a volcanic stream, where we then see a fire crystal drop inside the lava, which causes a reaction of causing a giant tentacle to sprout from the lava, which then grabs and takes Claudia's corpse and brings it inside the lava. We cut to two entities talking to each other. One of them is planning to use Claudia's corpse to set herself free from her prison. Meanwhile, the other is unable to do anything. We then find out that they're sisters. The one unable to do anything sealed herself with her for unknown reasons. After that, we see her molding her new body, and she escapes from the lava, and Seraphina starts to fuck up everything, blazing fire everywhere. Anyhow, the fire version of the Dino Valley Dilophosaurus is killing people and shit and going, I'm so evil, and shit. She confronts a random Torosaurus, but suddenly, no, it can't be. No, it can't be. It's him, Dagopharmus. Dagopharmus is real.
We get much higher, so high. Can we get much higher, so high?
I can't believe it. He's real.
Hi, how are you?
The glorious Agapharmus Seraphina in a rock prison. After that, we see a pink Hadrosaur next to our Lord and Savior, the Agapharmus. After that, we see the damage the fire caused and the death and destruction. We go back to present day, with Amber finding a prison that contains Seraphina. The obsidian mark she has alerts her on what it is, and has an overwhelming reaction on Amber, causing immense pain. She then leaves the premises instantly. But then Seraphina wakes up from her slumber straight afterwards, and the stone makes her sense the location of the obsidian stone. So she goes to find Amber. But right now Amber is just chilling eating some food, and then Seraphina jumps her and builds a fire circle to stop Amber from escaping, and so the fight commences. Amber tries not to engage, but she gets bamboozled and grabbed, and then she turns into Obsidian Amber, and the fight truly begins. They keep sharing blows, but after Amber escapes the firewall, she gets pinned down by Seraphina. But then a wave of water is coming in, so Amber gets an idea and pushes Seraphina away, and goes for the mountain to not drown. but Serafina follows her, and so Amber uses her tail to push Serafina off to the water below. But sadly, Serafina lives another day. Although weakened, she now has a reason for revenge. We then cut to Amber's mind, where the obsidian entity opens some leaves and shows us an orb almost half and half complete. Then we get text that explains that both the obsidian entity and Amber are shocked by the recent events. And Amber wonders the origins of the entity. But for now, there are more important matters for both of them, and more adventures to come. Jesus Christ. That was such a fucking long recap. Oh my goodness. Anyways, what do I think of the story? It has its issues. Like, most of the plot was extremely repetitive, especially when every time the stakes are a carnivore. Like, God. Like, every single episode, the main threat is a carnivore that gets beaten by Amber. I swear, this is why one of my favorite episodes is 9. Just cause like the storm plot is in another carnivore bad, or carnivore as family, so on and so forth. But apart from that, the other issues are just like how Serafina was never teased that much, but to be fair, she's not supposed to be that big of a villain anyways. Loved her design, by the way. Repeating plot points, characters that are named that don't have much to do with the story, etc, etc. However, I still like it, cause it's just fanfic cheesiness, although it's extremely edgy. I can still see the passion behind it, and its over-the-top nature makes it even more fun in an ironic way. And some plot points and its world building are really interesting, especially the stuff from episode 10. It legitimately gives a little bit of that Dino Froze vibe, or that Predator, like just weird fictional dinosaur nonsense that sounds slightly more fantastical. Is a really fun idea. It's just going overboard with it can cause problems. But anyway, what about them characters? They are the meat of the plot after all. Let's see if they're able to walk like the dinosaurs. The characters. They're alright, I guess. Not anything special really. They're fairly forgettable apart from the protagonist. They're either extremely basic, or they have depth that's just not covered yet. And honestly, the characters haven't had much time to develop, or they just felt like one-offs when the creator didn't feel like drawing only Amber. Honestly, most of them are just Amber befriending or helping them. As I said, very basic and shallow. But to be fair, it is just how the series is structured so far that didn't help them that much. Although, characters like Serafina and Amber are pretty fleshed out for this series. Especially Serafina, with her having lots of potential for later development. And Amber, well, is, you know what? Freddy Fazbear. Care to help me out here?
I've planned something special just for you.
Okay.
Ooh, she's mentally ill.
That sure was fun.
Thanks, Freddy. What a nice guy. He's got a great movie, you know? Okay. Jokes aside, she's also racist towards carnivores. The Hadrosaur, all in all, is a pretty fun series to watch for me. It might not be the greatest thing in the world, but it's still a fun watch, unironically or ironically. It has that amateur fanfic charm that just shows that care was put into this project. It might have its flaws, but I'd still recommend it as just a fun way to pass the time. And so, my final rating is, drumroll please,
Come on, is it too much to ask for a drum roll? Thank you.
a 6.5 out of 10. A pretty modest rating if I do say so myself. And the deserved one at that. We'll see if the series deserves a higher one when season 2 rolls around. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And also, Jonah, if you're watching this, add me in the series, and also make fun of those J-pop bloopers with the JUE, if you have it, and just post it. Okay? Yeah, sure, yeah. See y'all soon. Bye bye.
Jesus Christ! Finally, my voice fixed itself! Finally, I can annoy people now! This is great!
Hey.
Oh my god, it's you again? What do you want this time?
Hey, sorry about the outburst, but you said your name was Proxy Fan, right?
Yeah?
Oh boy, this is not good.
What are you on about? What are you on about?
You'll find out. Stay with me. It's better. It's better for you, honestly.
Excuse me? I'm a literal fucking chaos goddess, and you want me to stay here?
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I know what's going on, and I don't like it. I don't want them waking up. Okay? Okay. Now come with me.
Fine.